at the time I'm recording this. Um, Welcome to 2021. Yeah, I know it's almost March, and I know it's been a while. And that's why I'm doing this video because I think it's time. We haven't done a video in so long, in a good few months, and so I thought I'll put something out quickly and just do a little bit of explaining as to where we've been. You can see I'm alone. Mushfiq is quite busy at the moment, but he'll be back. Um, so I thought I'll do two things. I thought I'll just share a little bit about where we've been and the reason why there hasn't been much updates. And then what we have done though is we've done an interview with one of the partners of Shadow Careers. A few months ago, we did a video with Franco Cotumaccio. He's the founder of Shadow Careers, and he's doing such an amazing job in this in getting people employed and getting them careers. And Sigma SA has partnered up with him, and so we did an interview with their head of recruitment. And so I wanted to play that because I think it's such a good news story that we've got people that's come through a training program and they're actually employed. And Sigma SA has partnered with them and just wanted to I guess start off our certainly our year. And I know yes, it's March almost. Um, but with a good news story of people being employed and taking through a process of training and actually getting employment. So um, that's really what I wanted to do today. So for where we've been, 2020 hit us really hard. Both Mushfiq and myself were both self-employed, and so Mushfiq and I made a decision to actually really just focus on getting either gainful employment um, or securing contracts so that we could get revenue streams going. And so that's essentially what we've been doing. We've been focusing on driving our revenue streams and making sure that we can ride the storm. I guess that 2020 brought. Um, and while he's not here with me now, we will be doing our next episode together. You'll definitely be with me to do the next episode. So that's just a brief update of where we've been. We've really, as I said, been focusing on getting our revenue streams aligned. He's currently found employment, which is really great for him. I've managed to secure a couple of contracts. I'm still self-employed. Um, and so 2021 has started good for us. And so that's where we've been. We've really been focusing on ensuring there's some sustainability for our revenue and income streams. With that out the way, here's the video we did with Sigma SA. Welcome, Aeysha Coetzee. Is that right, Aeysha? Is that how you pronounce the surname?
Yes, that is correct. Yes.
Head of
Thank you.
Recruitment at Sigma SA. We invited Aeysha with today because we ran a interview with Franco from Shadow Careers. Oh, Mushfiq, what's it about 2 months now, 3 months ago?
It's probably 4 months ago, but
yeah, it's been a while.
Like it could be like maybe 3 years ago.
Yeah.
But we are in 2021.
Yeah, we are, and so we thought we'll do a quick interview with one of the partners, and Sigma SA has partnered up with Shadow Careers, and I think it's such a good news story for 2021 that we really wanted to run this and I guess get some positivity out in the industry. So welcome, Aeysha.
Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Mushfiq, for the opportunity to talk about the Shadow Careers partnership with Sigma South Africa. So, I mean, I've recently joined Sigma, and in my first couple of weeks, I had the opportunity to meet Franco. Obviously, I knew who he was in the industry, but I've never...
One of the industry giants.
Yeah, no, absolutely. He is absolutely. And I've never worked with him before personally, so it was a good opportunity to meet with him, to find out more about, you know, the Shadow Careers, the proposal, what the goals are, And it was absolutely fantastic, and absolutely aligned to the corporate social responsibilities that we wanted to undertake as a business.
How did you find that process working with Franco and his team to onboard the staff, and just holistically, how was that process for you?
So the process was a really fulfilling one, if I can say that, because when I came on board a few weeks in, I met with Franco and his team, and they were, other than just being passionate about what they do, they were so focused on meeting the requirements that Sigma was looking for. They were
Okay.
really about embedding the Sigma ways of working, and I think that is what really stood out. And yeah, it's been fantastic. And I mean, you've just seen on LinkedIn, we've brought our second group on
Yeah.
in the 28th of December. Yeah.
And I think that's what's excited us a little bit, because you've got a situation where, besides the pandemic, just generally we were in a bad state of our employment numbers, or should I say our unemployment numbers. And so I
Yes.
think we always knew that the contact center industry is an industry that can generate jobs at a fast pace and at mass, but I think where the disconnect comes in sometimes is to get partners together that actually work together for one
Yeah.
goal, and not just for the commercialized side of it. And so I think that's why we sort of latched on to the Franco and his vision and the shadow careers, because it's more than just a commercialized program that's been run. And I'm so grateful for companies like Sigma. Sorry, I'm thinking about Six Sigma, yeah, like Sigma, that can get on board and share that same vision. And it sounds like a real partnership. Yeah.
Aeysha, if you could tell us just about the training program or the curriculum in terms of general work readiness and also contact center readiness, because it's two different things. Coming into the workspace, and just tell us
Absolutely.
how that sort of training program that Shadow Careers has embarked upon has aided your environment to deliver the level of service that your clients require.
Absolutely. So yes, so work readiness for a contact center and also a BPO contact center is absolutely different. It's extremely fast paced. It's ever changing, and Shadow Careers is really, they simulate a work environment within their training. So they offer a 3-month accredited training course, and the delegates are, measured on things like your time and attendance, your adherence. They cover, important topics around, effective communication, diversity, conflict resolution, and phone etiquette, all the things that's really important to us, like your schedule adherence, your compliance obviously is massive with your GDPR, your DPA, your FCA, all of these things. So they really ensure that they cover everything. And I think obviously with Franco and his team being industry experts, they really do know what it takes to make it in this industry.
So now we look at the rest of the BPO sector in SA. I mean, what did you say to other companies or other players in the market when they're looking to partner with a company like Shadow Careers?
So the first thing I would look at is the knowledge behind the Shadow Careers team. So apart from Franco, his team as well, if you have a look at their website, the team they've got a certified, qualified team that is passionate about the overall focus and objective of Shadow Careers. They really try and simulate a partnership. And that's what I've seen with other businesses that they've partnered with as well. I mean, Frank has obviously spoken about, some of the things that they've done previously, and that's what they try and do. They try and get in from the offset, and they involve you as the partner from the beginning. Get involved in the selection process, come to site as often as you want, meet the delegates, chat to them. They really promote that type of thing. And I find that really, solidifies the relationship and also contributes to their overall success.
It's a good point you mentioned there that, they're reaching into the community. And so often we find companies wanting to make a social impact. And, it's frankly, for me, it's always been about talk. And here's someone that's really gone through with action and said, we come to Mitchell's Plain, we're going to partner, we're going to train people up, and we're going to put them into the rest of the industry. And there's no reason why they shouldn't perform. Because let's face it, a lot of the contact center BPOs, operators in the Western Cape particularly have individuals that come from Mitchell's Plain. I mean, I can think of a myriad of different individuals that have come from Mitchell's Plain, myself included. I know people all over the globe that has come from Mitchell's Plain, worked in BPOs, and now working across the globe in different industries.
So Mushfiq and I have seen so many ads coming out from Sigma, and I think when I see ads, I post them, I share them, because I think there might be people out there that are not necessarily on Sigma's radar in terms of the LinkedIn profiles, and I want people to get as much exposure to the available jobs out there.
Yes.
And so I want to ask you, as the head of recruitment for Sigma SA, why should candidates come and apply for those positions that you've put out? I mean, what is so great about Sigma SA?
So Sigma has gone through so much growth and change within 2020. We really looked at our remuneration, we looked at our benefits, we've bettered that, to be competitive within the market. We've looked at our employee assistance programs, and, we're busy recruiting mental health first aiders to be on site. Awesome. Just with everything happening within the pandemic, there's really, the challenge is really on people's mental well-being at the moment. And, as a business, we feel that we need to invest in that and really support that. I think, if you're looking for a career in the BPO sector, reach out to Sigma. It's the place to be right now.
Thanks, Aeysha. And I think I want to echo that, because the drive that Mushfiq and I have is to say to people out there, especially entry level into the industry, is that this is an industry that you can build a career. This is an industry that many of us have wanted to use as a stepping stone, but guess what? It kind of evolved in a way that we're still here 20 years later. Well, I think Mushfiq and I don't know about you, but we're still here 20 years later. And so I want to say to... Yeah.
Looking at us differently now.
I want to say to the youth, especially out there, that this is an industry that you can build a career. Aeysha just mentioned people came into operations and now they're moving into other spheres within the organization to add value in analytics. And I'm assuming people go into finance or wherever else the business needs them. And that's where their strengths lie, and that's where their skill set can be used effectively. And so it's not just about being in the operation. I think sometimes the operation is an entry point, but there's so much more to this industry than just the call center agent, which, by the way, is an important part of this industry. I do not want to diminish that function and role for 1 second, because I think we were all there. We all know what it's like. And I think if without that frontline team, this industry doesn't exist. But I think my point is that there's so much more after that. There's so much more that you can offer to the industry and to whatever organization you're working for, and build an actual career, not just use it as a stepping stone.
And Aeysha, I want to thank you for giving us the insights this morning. It's really been a pleasure learning more about the Sigma SA journey, and we wish you a safe and prosperous 2021, and help us grow this industry to its full potential. Thank you.
Thank you,
Thank you. Thank you, Lawrence. Thank you, Mushfiq. I really appreciate your time. And thank you as well for the opportunity to come here and speak about Sigma and our partnership with Shadow Careers.